Karma is kicking this Speaker of the House of Tennessee's behind right now. It's Shauna, and it's time for a hilarious news bite. If you don't know, this guy decided to kick two members of the Tennessee House or what have you out of the legislature because they stood alongside the people of their community in asking for some help with the gun control so that kids aren't just being slaughtered at schools all the time, right? So this guy got mad and he and his Republican friends decided to kick three people out of the legislature, but only the two black guys got kicked out and not the white guy or the white lady. And so then there was a recording that said that they felt like they were looking racist now. Wait for it, okay? You gotta watch the whole damn thing this time, guys. All 3 minutes. So they're all freaking out that the Tennessee legislature looks racist because they kicked out the two black guys and not the white lady. And we all heard why, right? It didn't make sense to the guy to vote her out, and so he didn't vote her out. Then we learned that this guy didn't live in Crossville, that he sold his home that his family lived in for $450,000, bought a 2-bedroom condo so he could say that he had a house or lived in Crossville, which he didn't. But in reality, he bought another house, like $1 million house in 1.5 million, I think it was worth, in Nashville. He buys that house, but not under his own name. He has his friend buy that house, and then he hides the purchase using shell corporations and all that, right? So that's why this is a straw purchase. And then he rented that house from his friends and then had the taxpayers pay for his rent/mortgage. And to keep this lie going and to make enough money to afford his house, because he hasn't even paid the $5,000 in property taxes. But anyway, he would say that he drove from Crossville, 300 miles or whatever, to Nashville and stayed the night in hotels and had, food there, what have you. And he would get reimbursed for all of that. Well, not reimbursed. He would steal that money, allegedly, because he didn't spend any of it. And he would list it on his expense report. And then the taxpayers would give him the money to put in his own wallet. Well, now it turns out that he's also been cheating on his wife, allegedly. And he's been cheating on his wife with a lobbyist. The lobbyist who has now shut off her social media accounts, by the way. And that lobbyist is married to the communications director of the governor of Tennessee. I don't know if they're all cousins. It's possible. Now, here's the kicker. See this man? See this date? Richard Garrett was arrested for doing less than what Cameron Sexton did. See, he was arrested, and his wife, by the way, his wife also got in trouble for lying about where they lived and voting where they didn't live instead of where they did live. He had to resign his place, he got sued civilly, had to pay a $1,000 fine, and was put on probation. If they don't arrest Cameron Sexton, they're gonna look racist.